All right, Shalom. This is Shalomah from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and safety and much love to the brothers pushing his word and truth and sincerity to make the calling of election sure. Shalom to the elect. This is going to be a lesson based off of this article here, The Marks of Manhood. And I'm going to go into it a little bit. I'm only going to pull out one of the key points, but there are actually 13 pretty good key points in this article. If as you look up under the title, it says, "When does a boy become a man?" So it's certain things that that the world teaches you what you need to have to become a man, which is it mostly revolves around money and education, but what really counts is the spiritual point of view of yourself and also this world. Because basically these days that we're living in, everybody's waking up to who they are. There's prophecies coming to pass, so there's certain things that are important to look at. You don't want to, focus on becoming the most successful, richest man in these last days, because everything's going to be over. It's going to be destroyed soon. So the only thing that can really keep us focused and on track are the scriptures and the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. The scripture says that knowledge and wisdom is going to be the stability of our time. So in order to do that, we have to walk in the spirit. But there's certain things in the world, that we can use to get us by until we receive our great reward. But this is number 8 out of 13. It says worldview, maturity sufficient to understanding what is really important. Now, in this article, it's going to talk about the Christian mindset, the mindset of the Christian man. Of course, you know that, us being in the truth, we're no longer Christians. We're no longer, well, we are Christians because we fall out the Yahweh Shai, but we're not in the Christianity religion. We're not in the, we're not Jehovah's Witnesses. We're not Catholic. We're not Muslims. We're Hebrew Israelites. So it's certain ways that you need to look at this world, certain ways you need to live, certain things you have to do, which is spiritual and not of the world. Before I get that, I'm gonna get a precept in Galatians, and that's gonna be chapter 5 and verse right at the end, verse 25 and 26. It says, "If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another." So there's a lot of that going on in this world. Everybody's in competing. Everybody wants to be better than the next man, and basically having the best of the best. Having this mindset of the American dream, which is a bunch of nonsense. America's going to be destroyed real soon. But in this article, it says, an intervision of values mark our postmodern age, and the predicament of modern manhood is made all the more perplexing by the fact that many men lack the capacity of consistent worldview thinking. For the Christian is doubly tragic. For our Christian discipleship must we demonstrate in the development of a Christian mind. So just having that mindset of basically the time that we're living in and the way that we need to live according to the law, statutes, and commandments of the scriptures. Keeping the commandments to the best of your ability and using the world and not abusing it and not letting the world abuse you. It says the Christian man must understand how to interpret and evaluate issues across spectrum of politics, economics, morality, entertainment, education, and a seemingly endless list of other fields. The absence of consistent biblical overview thinking is a key mark of spiritual immortality. So basically, based off of that, our people, especially our men, you're not really a man if you're not in this truth. It's certain ways, it's certain things ways that you're supposed to walk. And I just read in Galatians right here. I'm gonna read 26 over. It says, "Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another." And there's a whole lot of that going on. If you walked in the spirit, you wouldn't worry about what the next man has. You want to, of course, fulfill the things that you want. To a certain extent. If your thing is music or film, um, writing, poetry, or whatever, certain projects, building, cars. Me myself, I actually one of my hobbies is cars, and it's been like that forever. But I'm not about to take all of my time and invest it in, fixing up my car, because that's vanity. You get something, and you spend minimum time on it, and you pretty much don't let it take you away from this truth. And based on that second paragraph, I want to get another precept in the book of John, chapter 3. Go back. Chapter 3 and verse 19. It says, "And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil." So that's just how the world operates. The people that's in control of everything, the Jewish people, it goes back to Amalek according to the scriptures and history. They're in control of everything. What you see on TV, the music that you listen to, is all run by them. And, Revelations 2 and 9 lets you know that they're the synagogues of Satan. This world was given into the hands of the wicked. So it's really easy for you to slip into these things because of what you see and what you hear. And our people love it. We love the music. The music nowadays is about adultery, drug use, basically lusting after the flesh and after this world. So it's certain ways you have to look at everything. Don't listen to the words of a song and actually try and live that life, because that's what Satan wants us to do. He want to put out this these movies, which is full of violence and sex. That's really all you see on TV nowadays. But hey, that's what all people like. You can see a good movie, and just know that it's a movie, or listen to music and just know that it's just something to dance to, or it's just something to ride to, or just something to play. Pretty much the best music to listen to is just really like meditation music, jazz, music with less words. Because that stuff can put demons on you. And before you know it, you'll be back into the world. This is, what did I want to get? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7 in verse 31. It says, "And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world is passed away." Like I said before, all of this stuff is going to be over real soon. And also everything changes. This world is constantly changing. Different styles or whatever. Technology. The way the style of clothing. Cars. Cars are outdated real fast, like within like a couple of years. But yeah, the fashions of this world passes away. So, we already know that what time it is. It's time for this place to be destroyed. So the best thing right now is to seek salvation. But all people wanting to be immature still want to lust after the world, and it's sadly to say that's 2/3 of our people. I'm gonna continue to read. It says a boy must learn how to translate Christian truth into genuine Christian thinking. He must learn how to defend biblical truth before his peers and in the public square, and he must acquire the ability to extend Christian thinking based on biblical principles to every arena of life. So, basically, just staying in the spirit, because especially after you hear this truth and you go back into the world, it's going to be worse. Your punishment is going to be worse. I want to get one more precept before I end this, and it's going to be the book of Psalms, chapter 62 and verse 10. It says, "Trust not in oppression, because it says, trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them." So like I said, you can easily receive an increase in riches, and it'll take you right out of the truth. Well, what's that? I want to say 2 Peter's chapter 2. I'm just going to get it because I don't know the exact precept. I think it's around in 21. It says, 21 and 22. "For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they that have known it, to turn from the holy commandments delivered unto them. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mire." So, it's people that actually has this truth, and the world actually takes you out of the truth, and you go right back into the world, and you become a bigger demon than you were. And not only that, you're gonna reap bigger punishments for that. So that's pretty much all I wanted to touch on. This is a pretty good article to read. Basically knowing how to walk in this truth. Just take out the Christian mindset and just think about, as far as the article, take out where it says Christianity or a Christian, and just add in the truth. Continue to walk in the spirit, continue to pray, continue to fast, and continue to seek salvation in these last days. So I hope this was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth. Shalom to the elect.